All right, let's talk about one of the trickiest parts of English grammar, the present perfect tense. You've probably used it maybe even 1,000 times, but knowing exactly when and why, well, that can be a real headache. So today, we're going to make it simple.
So let's jump right in with a super common situation. I lost my keys versus I've lost my keys. They sound almost identical, right? But that tiny little contraction, that "vuv," it changes everything. One is just a fact about something that happened. The other is a problem right now. So what's the real difference here?
And here it is, the big secret. When you say, I lost my keys, you're just telling a past story. The event is finished. Maybe you found them again, who knows. But when you say, I've lost my keys, oh, that means you're standing outside your door, you can't get in, and you have a problem right now. A past action has created a present reality. And that connection between the past and the present, that is the absolute key. So for the rest of this explainer, we're going to call the present perfect something new, the bridge tense, because that's its one crucial job. It builds a bridge. So just picture it in your head, a simple, sturdy bridge. This is going to be our go-to image for the present perfect. On one side of the bridge, you've got the first anchor point, an action that happened sometime in the past. And that bridge stretches all the way across, connecting that past action to the other side, a reality, a feeling, or a problem that exists for you right now. A past event connected to a present situation. That's the bridge. Okay, now that we have this awesome metaphor, let's get practical. Let's look at the 5 main blueprints that tell you exactly when you should build this communication bridge. Yep, there are 5 key situations where this tense is not just an option, it's the perfect tool for the job. So, blueprint number 1 is for unfinished actions. These are things that started in the past but are still going on right now. If you say, I've lived in Madrid for 5 years, it means you started living there 5 years ago and you still live there today. The action crosses the bridge right into the present. And to use this blueprint correctly, you've got to know these 2 little words, for and since. It's easy, really. You use for when you're talking about a duration of time, like for 3 years. And you use since when you're talking about a specific starting point in time, like since 2018. A super common mix-up, but a really simple fix. Okay, blueprint 2 is for talking about life experiences. Think about it for a second. Your life is an unfinished time period, right? It started in the past, and it's still happening. So when you ask someone, have you ever visited Canada, you don't care if it was in 1999 or 2015. The important thing is the experience itself, within the time frame of their life. Blueprint 3 takes that same idea and just shrinks it down. Time periods like today, this month, or this week are also unfinished. So if it's Wednesday and you say, wow, I've read 2 books this week, you're using the present perfect because the week isn't over. You might even read another one. That unfinished week is your bridge. And Blueprint 4 brings us right back to our lost keys. It's all about recent actions that have a very clear result in the present. It's pure cause and effect. Step 1, a past action happens, she has injured her leg. Step 2, there's a present consequence, so she can't play sports. The injury is the bridge that connects to her not being able to play now. And our 5th and final blueprint is for delivering news and updates. This is where you'll hear those classic signal words, just, already, yet, recently. When you say, the train has just arrived, or I've already finished my work, you're flagging this information as fresh, new, and relevant to right now. All right, you've got the 5 blueprints. Now let's tackle a special case that trips up so many people, but it's actually super simple once you get the logic. Let's talk about the difference between been and gone. The only question you need to ask is, where are they right now? If someone has been somewhere, like in she's been to Italy, it means they went and they came back. The trip is a completed experience in their life. But if someone has gone somewhere, like he's gone to the store, it means he's not here. He's still there. So been means they've returned, gone means they're still away. It's really that simple. So we've built our bridge, we know when to use it, now let's make sure it's structurally sound. We're going to look at 2 super common pitfalls so you can avoid them and use this tense with total confidence. Okay,
This is, without a doubt, the number one mistake people make. You simply cannot use the present perfect with a finished time word. Saying, "I've seen him yesterday," is incorrect. Why? Because yesterday is a finished, completed time. There's no bridge to the present. The two ideas just don't mix.
And the fix could not be easier. Anytime you want to name a specific, finished time, like yesterday, last week, in 2010, you have to use the past simple. I saw him yesterday. The action is locked firmly in the past, no bridge needed. The second big pitfall is that since and for confusion we talked about earlier. People often say something like, "I live here since 2 years." But remember, 2 years is a length of time, a duration. It's not a specific starting point.
So the fix, of course, is just to use the right tool for the job. Since 2 years is a duration, the correct sentence is, "I've lived here for 2 years." Simple as that. For the duration, since for the start date.
So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? The present perfect, our bridge tense, isn't just some boring grammar rule. No way. It's a powerful communication tool. It's how you show that a past event matters now. Mastering it is what adds relevance, consequence, and a ton of depth to how you speak English. So now you have the blueprints. You know how to build that bridge, and you know how to make sure it's strong. The only question left is, where are you going to go with it?